What happens when the person you trust most becomes your greatest fear? In Hawaii, a picturesque setting became the stage for a shocking act of alleged betrayal and violence. This is the harrowing account of a wife's fight for survival against the man sworn to protect her, high above the Pacific, where paradise turned into a personal hell. For Arielle Konig, a brilliant nuclear engineer, and her husband, Dr. Gerhardt Konig, a respected anesthesiologist, Hawaii was meant to be their slice of heaven. A new beginning in a $1.5 million home on Maui, a dream job for Gerhardt and two young children, ages 2 and 4, completing their family portrait. From the outside, they were the epitome of success, a couple living an enviable life. But behind the filtered photos and the professional accolades, a chilling darkness had taken root. For months, their paradise had been a prison, whispered allegations of sexual abuse and assault clouding their home. And as the Hawaiian sun rose on March 24, 2025, that darkness would finally reach its horrifying peak on a treacherous hiking trail in Oahu. This video contains graphic details of violence and domestic abuse that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewers' discretion is advised. The signs, often subtle, had begun months earlier. According to Arielle Konig, December 2024 marked a chilling shift. Gerhardt, consumed by extreme jealousy, had accused her of having an affair. What followed was a calculated erosion of her freedom, as he allegedly sought to control and monitor her every communication. They were in individual and couples counseling, a desperate attempt, perhaps, to mend a relationship that was already fracturing under the weight of his alleged torment. This wasn't a sudden, unprovoked explosion of rage. This was, as court documents would later reveal, the culmination of a systematic campaign of control and abuse. And as Arielle would attest, it involved not just psychological manipulation, but months of sexual abuse and assault. It begs the question, how much hidden pain can one person endure before their world shatters? The trip to Oahu was meant to be a celebration. Gerhardt had planned it for Arielle's 36th birthday. A romantic getaway, or so it seemed. Their destination, on March 24, 2025, was the infamous Pali Puka Trail, a path known for its breathtaking views, but also its treacherous, jagged cliffs and steep drop-offs. It's a place where one wrong step could mean the end. But for Arielle, the danger wasn't just in the terrain. As they stood near the cliff's edge, a request that seemed innocuous enough. "Let's take a selfie." But Arielle felt a sudden wave of dizziness, an unsettling premonition perhaps, as she looked down into the vast expanse. She declined, asking her husband to move so she could step away from the perilous drop. A simple request, a plea for safety. What happened next, however, was anything but simple. In an instant, the facade shattered. Gerhardt allegedly grabbed Arielle by her upper arms, his eyes filled with a terrifying rage. He began pushing her, not away from the edge, but towards it. His words, chillingly clear, "Get back over there, I'm so f***ing sick of you." Arielle's mind raced. Was this a joke? A twisted game? The terrifying realization hit her like a physical blow. He was serious. He was trying to make her fall. She threw herself to the ground, a desperate act of self-preservation, clinging to the earth to avoid plummeting to her death. But the horror was far from over. Gerhardt allegedly wrestled her, getting on top, pinning her down. Her screams echoed, desperate pleas piercing the tranquil morning air. "Think about our children. Please stop." But the alleged attack escalated with brutal efficiency. From his bag, the tools of his profession turned into weapons of terror. He allegedly pulled out a syringe filled with an unknown substance, attempting to inject her. Arielle fought back with every ounce of strength, biting his forearm. Trying to get the syringe away, she managed to, only for him to produce a second vial, searching for another needle. As an anesthesiologist, he had access to potentially lethal medications. What was he trying to do? Then, the unimaginable. Gerhardt allegedly grabbed a nearby rock, a cold, hard piece of the very earth she clung to, and began to bash her head. Not once, not twice, but at least 10 times. Her face was smashed repeatedly into the ground, a grotesque ballet of violence in paradise. Her injuries were severe: a broken thumb, extensive bruising, deep lacerations to her face and scalp. Yet, despite the unimaginable pain, Arielle clung to life. Just as hope seemed lost, a miracle. 2 other hikers, identified only as Amanda and her partner, heard the chilling screams. As they approached, a scene of raw brutality unfolded before them. A woman on her back, a man on top, hitting her with a rock. The moment Gerhardt saw them, he stopped. Amanda's partner immediately called 911. Arielle, battered and bleeding, seized the opportunity, her voice raw with terror. "He is trying to kill me. He is hitting me in the head with a rock." In that crucial window, as Gerhardt fled into the dense foliage, Arielle managed to crawl to safety. Found and aided by the Good Samaritans, she was rushed to Queen's Medical Center, her condition critical. The depths of human darkness are often hidden in plain sight. If you're drawn to these compelling investigations, make sure to like this video, share, and subscribe to Merc Files to uncover more cases that will leave you questioning everything. Your support helps us bring these stories to light. The ensuing manhunt for Dr. Gerhardt Konig lasted over 6 harrowing hours. Police combed the rugged terrain near Pali Highway. The area shut down. The beautiful landscape transformed into a crime scene. And then, the chilling revelation. After his eventual capture, following a brief foot chase, court documents would later reveal a truly disturbing detail. Gerhardt allegedly FaceTimed his adult son. With blood visibly on him, he confessed, "I just tried to kill Ari, but she got away." He then allegedly threatened to take his own life by jumping off a cliff and destroy his phone. What kind of monster makes such a confession to his own child? In the aftermath, the legal system moved swiftly. Gerhardt Konig was charged with second-degree attempted murder and indicted. He pleaded not guilty, his defense attorney, Thomas Otaki, stating, "There are 2 sides to every story." But the court documents painted a starkly different picture. Arielle Konig, still visibly bearing the scars of the attack, appeared in court to secure a temporary restraining order against her alleged assailant. The judge granted it, forcing Gerhardt to vacate their Maui home and stay away from her and their children. His initial $5 million bail was denied, keeping him behind bars, a critical decision given Arielle's fear that he would return to harm her or their family. Gerhardt Konig, the respected anesthesiologist, has been suspended by Maui Health. His trial was tentatively set for June 9th, 2025. But for Arielle, the path to healing is long and arduous. Her broken thumb, the deep lacerations, the psychological trauma, a constant reminder of the day paradise became a battlefield. Friends like Christina Ferguson, the Konig's housekeeper, expressed profound shock, describing Gerhardt as quiet and loving. But as Sanoe Kaihua, executive director of Women Helping Women, reminds us, domestic violence does not discriminate. It's everybody from every single walk of life. The case of Arielle Konig serves as a chilling reminder. Sometimes, the most profound darkness resides not in the shadows, but within the seemingly ordinary. It forces us to ask, what truly drives such a heinous act? And how many silent battles are being fought behind closed doors in homes that appear, from the outside, to be perfect? The scars of this day may forever mark Arielle, but her courage in survival and in speaking out offers a glimmer of hope that victims can find strength. The legal battle continues, but the truth, as told by Arielle, stands as a stark warning. We urge anyone experiencing domestic violence or sexual assault to seek help. Resources are available, and you are not alone. For more true crime stories that sift into the depths of the human psyche, subscribe to Merc Files. Explore our playlists for more shocking cases and compelling investigations. Stay curious, stay safe.